Hi there, let's take a look at a demo of the Reading Comprehension program. This program is called ForWord Reading Comprehension and it's in the ForWord Reading series of programs. So ForWord have foundational programs which people will usually do first when they do ForWord. So those are ForWord Foundations or ForWord Elements, depending on the age and ability of the person doing it. And then we've got the ForWord Reading series. And ForWord Reading Comprehension is the last program in the ForWord Reading series. And what I really like about this program is it's taking reading comprehension skills at the word level, taking it to the sentence level, the paragraph level, and the text level. And we're working on a whole bunch of skills which are really important for reading comprehension. And as you're going to see, adds a bit of an exciting part to this, we're working on skills that are really, really important for writing as well. So let's jump in and have a look. The first game that we're going to have a look at is called Road Trip. I'm going to show you the middle levels of all these games. So these games have hundreds and hundreds of levels. They'll start at sort of the bottom level and work that student up, and they're very adaptive to your individual needs. If you're looking at these exercises thinking that they're way too hard, then we'll probably start you on an earlier program in the series. So we've got ForWord Reading 1, 2, 3, and then Reading Comprehension. So have a chat with us before you start. Before you enroll in a program, we'll have a chat with you to see which one's right for you. So the first game is called Road Trip.
Exercise your ability to read and understand sentences.
Okay, so Road Trip develops grammar by asking you to select the best word to complete a sentence. So let's try one. We were relieved when the noisy sirens finally, and I've got 4 words to choose from here. So I'll choose the correct answer first. The team captain will, the award for the whole team. The team captain will. Okay, so I've actually got 2 similarly spelt words here. So what about if I select the incorrect answer? Okay, so it gives me that really immediate feedback, and I'm working on grammar and vocabulary in context, which is really important. So we can teach grammar separately, like explicitly, but it doesn't always transfer into real life. So I'm learning grammar and I'm learning correct word usage in context here. What's going to happen is I'm going to be able to revisit some of these questions. Also, there isn't any time limit for the question, so I can spend as long as I like on each question thinking about it, or maybe even looking up the words if I want to. Your house is farther from the beach than mine. So you can see these are pretty high level exercises. They're often used for high school students, for teenagers, and for adults. So we just worked on completing a sentence. Let's do the next game, which is called Art Walk, which is about constructing your own sentence. So we're moving a step up here.
Exercise your visual analysis and sentence building skills.
So in Art Walk, I'm going to construct my own sentence that describes an illustration. So I've got the illustration here, so I have to look carefully at the illustration, and then I need to think of how to start this sentence. So I have to look at each sentence and decide if it matches the illustration. And after careful looking, I think the one that matches the illustration is the mackerel oceanographer, because I think he is a mackerel and I think he's an oceanographer. The mackerel oceanographer is in charge, is the sentence that makes sense here. So you can see that I'm not physically writing a sentence, but I'm actually going through the same process that I would be if I were writing a sentence. I'm going through that process to construct the sentence. So there was a doctor, Dr. Beth Regalski, and she's done 2 studies. She's completely independent of this program, and she's done 2 independent studies where she looked at students' writing skills after they've been through this program. And she found that their writing skills improved and they hadn't even picked up a pen. So I found that research really, really interesting, and I'll link it below if you want to check that out. So there are 5 games altogether in Fast Forward Reading Comprehension. Those 2 that I just showed you focus on sentence comprehension. Let's start working into paragraph level now.
Exercise your ability to read sentences closely.
So print shop is all about paraphrasing and summarizing. So let's get my first question. Okay. So I need to read this paragraph here, and then I need to decide which of these paragraphs paraphrases or summarizes this paragraph. So there's a fair bit of reading. I'll give you a chance to look at it. And you can pause this video if you like. I think it's this one. Yay! Okay, so I won't show you too many of these, otherwise this video will be really, really long, but I think you get the point. Did you notice that as soon as I get a question right, I get instant feedback? This is a huge strength of this program that cannot be overemphasized because it's something that you can't really get in a classroom. If you've got a teacher with a classroom of 25 or 30 students, you can't give all of them instant feedback. Instant feedback is what the brain needs in order to make the right connections. So the brain is rewiring itself as you do any fast forward program. That's what it's designed for. So I'm getting that immediate feedback, knowing whether I was right or wrong so that my brain can change and reinforce what is right.
In this part of the lab, you are showing the robots how to read tables, schedules, and instructions. Because these are reference texts, they will stay on the screen along with the questions. First read the text, then answer each of the questions. If you are not sure about an answer, you can refer back to the text at any time.
So in Cognobot, I'm going to answer questions about a text. The questions could be literal, they could be cause and effect questions, they could be relationship questions, and they could be inferential questions. So I love this exercise. Actually, I love all these exercises, as you can see. I love it because these are the skills that you need to survive in the classroom. They're skills that all of us need, but they're real classroom skills. Okay, so it's given me a table, and I need to examine the table and then pick what I think matches. You can tell that Stephanie has, okay, so I've got Stephanie, and she's got a tick next to brush teeth and do homework. So I can tell she's brushed her teeth and done her homework. So the sentence that's correct out of these is this one. From this chart, you can tell that Zachary made his bed and cleared the dishes. What can I tell? Can I tell that he's the youngest? Not really. Can I tell he's prepared for school? Not really. Can I tell he has dirty teeth? Because he hasn't brushed his teeth. Maybe that's it. So there's quite a lot of thinking going on in here. This is one of the easier levels of Cognobot. As we go along, I think it's great because they'll use charts, they'll use paragraphs, they'll use all sorts of different things. So very, very real life, very, very practical.
Exercise your reading comprehension strategies.
So in data stream, I'm going to exercise reading comprehension strategies for fiction and non-fiction text. So here's one example.
The third comprehension strategy in DataStream is using concept webs to show connections between main and supporting ideas. When you see an incomplete concept web like this one, you will need to fill in the missing labels. First, look at the concept web and the parts that are already labeled. Think about how the ideas are connected. For each empty box, ask yourself, what label goes there? Finally, read all of the possible answers and select the one that best completes the concept web.
Well, this is going to challenge me a lot. Looks like it's actually telling me the answer because it's training me, because this is the first time I've done concept webs.
You got it! Now, build some concept webs on your own.
Okay, so those are the 5 games in Fast Forward Reading Comprehension. I hope that gave you a bit of an idea of what it's all about. You can do this program just in our Reading Boost program, so you can do it by itself, or you can do it as part of a larger program if you would like to develop more cognitive skills. The best way to figure out what might be right for you is to just book a free professional consult. We're here to answer your questions. We're here to just find a bit more out about you, find out a bit more about you, see what might be best for you. We're all health professionals and teachers. So just book a call if you're interested. Send us a message if you've just got a quick question and you're not ready for a phone call, and enjoy the rest of your day.